Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextsstopwrecks.org.
Thank you for sharing your afternoon with us as we continue to celebrate the 7th anniversary of America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos. This is your show. This is your Kababayan Today, airing on LA 18, Southern California, 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Also 3:30 p.m. on Kiku Channel in Hawaii. Kamusta po? Aloha, mga kababayan. But you know what? Our guests will probably be able to greet you better in Hawaiian. Joel Jacinto, I am so esteemed to have our panel of guests this afternoon. I'm so honored. Joel is the Executive Director of SIPA, Search to Involve Filipino Americans. And it is the longest and the oldest and the most respected Filipino American organization coming out of historic Filipino town. Hello.
Thank you, Gina. Well, you know, we're not the oldest. We're in historic Filipino town, but since we're in Kiku, I want to be able to say hi to our kababayans. Hui, kababayans, anoai ki aloha from Hawaii. I was just there for the Mary Manakula Festival. So tell everybody in Hawaii, got to tune in to Sister Janelle, and let's figure out what's going on.
Yes, Deborah is with Center for Pacific Asian Family. One of the issues that we have discussed many times here on the show in the last 7 years is the issue of domestic violence, sexual assault. Because of our culture, it is something that we shy away from. But no, we need to stop that. We need to talk about the problem so we can find solutions to the problem. Deborah, hello.
Hello, thank you so much for having me here. It's so great to have the community support and your support in getting the issue out because, you know, Asian and Pacific Islander women and Filipinas especially are not coming out to get the help that they need and that they deserve.
All right, we are going to be giving you more updates on those issues today, along with the issue of the Filipino veterans, which we have championed here on the show as well. Mang Franco Arcebal, you saw him yesterday. We aired Best of 2006-2007. You were one of my first interviewees, along with Mang Piping. You know, it's bittersweet, Mang Franco. Now 89 years old. When we first had him, he was only, what, 81?
A young 81.
82?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to
Hello,
Kababayan Today.
I'm very glad you invited us here. I want to share with you the joy of your achievements. You have achieved a great thing, and we still hope we'll have a long period of time to serve the Filipino community.
Thank you so much, Mang Franco. You know, with the help of community leaders like yourselves, Joel, let's talk about the state of the community right now.
Beautiful.
7 years. We've been talking about that. Every year, SIPA is doing a lot for the community. Where are we at?
You know, it's a good time. TGIF, Janelle. It's good to be Filipino. Thank God we're Filipinos because finally, and I think a lot because of your work, because of Kababayan LA and now today, that you've been able to bring our profile up. So now we're being courted as a community of interest in these political arenas, especially with these two races in CD13, where there's an individual named John Choi, who's really courting the Filipino. And of course, for the mayor, we have this candidate, Eric Garcetti, who's been with us from the start. So it's really good a time to really seize all this activity, all this attention, and to really fully participate in the American mainstream.
And they're not just courting us. We also now have some representation in the political circle.
We have Rob Bonta, Assemblyman, first Assemblyman of Filipino descent up in the Bay Area. And what's the first thing that Assemblyman Bonta does is he pays tribute to the Manongs. AB 123 will include Manong Veracruz, Manong Pete Velasco, Manong Larry Itliong in the curriculum so that our children and all children in the 5th and 6th grade will learn about the truth, about the history that is reality.
Definitely so many reasons to celebrate within the Filipino American community. Let's go a little bit further out of our circle, Asian American community. Deborah, any news, any updates, good things? Is it the same? Do we have reasons to celebrate?
Well, certainly the 2010 census came out and saying that we are the fastest growing group in the country and also in California. So I think as Joel was saying, our power is growing, and I think that we do need to make sure that we stay engaged with the community to make sure that they vote and are part of the political process to make a huge statement going forward.
And when we empower our community, it also includes empowering the women in our community. When we talk about domestic violence, a lot of the victims, although there are some male victims of domestic violence, of course, but when we talk about domestic violence in general, more women fall victims to this. What is the state right now? Any updates from CPAF?
Well, unfortunately, what we found in the 2010 Center for Disease Control report is that domestic violence is still very much prevalent in all of our communities, and 1 out of 3 women experience domestic violence. We are not seeing it go down. So among the many happy news, this may be one that we're not celebrating, but the studies are being done, so I think there's attention being paid to it. And one of the great benefits of that is that we are able to do more outreach, and thanks to you, we came out to Kababayan, LA, and we were able to talk about it, and we saw the numbers increase.
Yes.
We were able to see hotline go up between 10 to 25% every year in the last 7 years.
Good.
And
We're
the
happy.
Filipino community went up over 50%. So.
Yeah. But you know, when you talk about the benefits is the keyword also for the Filipino American veterans.
Yeah.
When we started the program 7 years ago, I know that was one of the issues that we went behind. We wanted to push that. There were a few victories along the way, and we'll get an update from Mang Franco when we return on the show. Don't go away.